Spring 2026 might sound far away, but in real estate, preparation isn't something you start in the spring. The people who feel calm and confident in the market are the ones who begin preparing months, sometimes a full year in advance. And today, I want to walk you through what that preparation actually looks like. So here's the thing. Most people think preparing for a move is all about saving money or watching interest rates, but the truth is, the real preparation is emotional. It's about understanding the journey before you get into it. When you know what to expect, the timing, the process, the numbers, everything becomes much less stressful. You make clearer decisions. You feel grounded instead of reactive. Most people want financial freedom, but they don't know how to build wealth through real estate. And I get it. Real estate is complicated. It's full of compliance, and everyone is trying to maximize their own returns. And that's why I built a free real estate readiness quiz that you can find on my website or down in the link below. And it's a starting point, a simple way to understand the basics first, your mindset, your financial readiness, and of course, market fit. And your results will appear instantly. And then you and I will meet one-on-one and we'll go through those results together. That's where we dive deeper, we unpack your situation, and we start building a personalized plan for buying, selling, or diversifying your investments. So click the link below, take the quiz, and let's start building your path to real wealth together. Now, let's get back to the video. And for those that are new to the channel, well, welcome. And for those that aren't new, well, welcome back. My name is Belanger. I work with Metro City Property Group. We're the largest EXP sales team in all of Ottawa. I'm also a licensed exempt market dealing representative, so I can help you with private market real estate opportunities as well. So think about diversifying your registered account, so your RSPs, your TFSAs, and so on. I can help you carve out a slice of that into some strategic investments as well. And my approach is calm, strategic, and data-driven. And I want you to move through the process without surprises, without pressure, and without the feeling of, I hope this works out. So let's get into it. So today, I'm going to show you the key steps that'll actually make a difference heading into the spring 2026, and the things that reduce stress, that bring clarity, and give you a true sense of control. And we're doing this nice and early. At time of recording, it's now November. By the time it actually launches on my channel, it'll probably be early December, months ahead of the spring selling season. Preparing emotionally is one of the most overlooked parts of real estate. Spring in Ottawa is competitive. Homes move quickly. Decisions need to be made confidently. And if you're not emotionally ready, it's easy to fall into panic, fear-based decisions, or impulsive choices. Emotional readiness means you're clear on what you want, what you don't want, and what you're comfortable with, and obviously what you're not comfortable with. It means you understand that the process has its ups and its downs, and that's normal. And when your mindset is grounded, everything else becomes easier. You also need to understand the market that you're walking into, not the headlines, the actual dynamics, the inventory trends, the days on market, and the pricing behaviors in your specific neighborhood of interest. Where is demand increasing and where it's softening? How interest rate fluctuations affect your segment of the market. This kind of clarity stabilizes your emotions. You stop comparing yourself to what your friend sold for last year. Who cares? It's irrelevant. Or what the house listed for across town. Again, who cares? It's irrelevant. You understand the landscape that you're stepping into. One of the best ways to prepare early is by looking at the comparables, not the list prices, the actual sold prices. And this may seem obvious to a lot of people. You want to know what your homes that are similar to yours or the ones that you want to buy are actually selling for. And when you understand comparables, you understand reality. You understand what's achievable, what's competitive, and where the opportunities are. It keeps you centered and stops you from chasing something that's unrealistic. Now, let's talk about something that most people overlook. It's your city's assessment value. A lot of people think that the assessed value is just a random number from the city, but there's more to it than that. The city factors in things like your location, proximity to schools, proximity to amenities and parks and so on, past building permits, structural upgrades, and adjustments based on neighborhood trends. Now, it's not perfect, but it's incredibly useful when you understand how to use it. And here's where it becomes really powerful. When you compare your assessment value against similar properties in your neighborhood and their assessment values, you get a better sense of how the market views your home. Most realtors don't talk about this. Most realtors don't even understand it, but it's foundational whether you're buying or selling. From there, we grab the square footage of the property, and then we can divide the assessment value against the area square footage. And then that starts to tell a picture when you start comparing one home to its immediate neighbor. If you got a slightly larger pie-shaped lot versus your neighbor, it starts to paint the picture. Although similar bathrooms, similar bedrooms, maybe it's got a finished basement, but it starts to tell the story, and you can start to assess whether you're buying or selling. The assessment value is key, and we plot it down on a spreadsheet and we start analyzing it and making decisions against it. Another piece of preparation that makes a massive emotional difference is knowing your true net number. What are you actually walking away with after selling your home? After the commissions, after the staging, after the touch-ups and renovations, after taxes, after all the adjustments. When you know your true net number, you eliminate all the guesswork. You eliminate the fear, you eliminate the surprises. You know exactly what you're bringing into your next purchase, and that creates a tremendous sense of peace and clarity during the spring market. Now, let's talk about something that's pretty practical, and I just went through this, so it's really fresh in my brain. I'm talking about pre-approvals, and most people underestimate this particular step, and they underestimate how long this actually takes. Now, like I said, I just went through this, and this is my 10th purchase, both residential and commercial, and even I was pretty surprised at how long this process took. Pre-approvals aren't instant. There's paperwork, there's income verification, there's compliance reviews, and it all takes time. Starting early prevents stress a little bit later. And emotionally, well, pre-approval protects you from any disappointments. You don't want to fall in love with a $900,000 home only to find out later that you're pre-approved for $800,000. It's heartbreaking, but it's avoidable. And getting pre-approved early gives you that clarity and the direction that you need. And once you're approved, lenders usually honor that for 3 to 6 months, which means that you can shop with confidence when spring finally arrives. And if you don't have a broker, I can obviously connect you with somebody trustworthy within the Metro City Property Group. So just reach out and let me know. And if you're feeling unsure about where you actually stand on all of this, start with the readiness quiz. I'll put a link in the description below or on my website directly. The quiz itself will measure 3 things. 1, your mindset, 2, your financial readiness, and 3, market fit. The quiz results are immediately, and they'll show you exactly what you can start doing today to make an immediate difference in your preparation for spring 2026. And again, the results are instant, they're sent to you, and then you and I, we can spend a half an hour and we can go through the results together. We start filling in the gaps, we check out your blind spots, if you have any biases and so on, and we start preparing for spring, and I'll point you in the right direction as best as I can. And once you know your readiness, your true financial picture, the strategy and everything else becomes really clear. If you're early in your journey, we focus on getting your foundation right. And if you're moving up, we work through the comparables, the assessment values, and your projected net values. And if you're investing, we identify the right properties at the right timelines. And if you're planning long-term wealth, we explore advanced strategies like private market opportunities. Now, preparation gives you emotional stability, and emotional stability leads to confidence, and confidence leads to better decisions. All right, so we're starting to get the ball moving for spring of 2026. I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope it was helpful in some small way. We're starting to move and we're starting to prepare for 2026. So the first step on all of this, like I said, is to take the quiz and let's jump on a call and let's start planning for January, February, and for March. It will definitely help settle the nerves and we'll be better prepared as we march into spring 2026. So I hope this was helpful in some small way. Again, I look forward to putting these videos together on a weekly basis. Stay smart, stay invested, let's start planning, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, whether you're planning a move or you're looking for the right investment here in Ottawa, I'm here to help you make a smart, confident real estate decision. And I work by referral, so my business depends on how well I serve you. And think about it, if you're not thrilled with the experience, you simply wouldn't recommend me. And that's why I go above and beyond to deliver the results that exceed expectations. So if that sounds like the kind of relationship you're looking for, give me a call. You've got my contact details. Let's schedule a quick call. No pressure, no obligations whatsoever. Let's talk about your next chapter, and I hope I can help, and we'll see you on the next one.